David Paul.
Timer.
I have one too.
Chairman, Commissioners, good morning. I love your energy, sir. That's great. Commissioner Harris, welcome. Thank you for the work you do. And Jim, you're a TV star. I love you. And every time you come on TV, I have to send my children out of the room. So I like your insights, though, and your passion for both sides. I saw Paul Krugman on This Week a little while ago, Sunday talk show. He's talking about most people think that they're voting for a candidate when they vote, but they're actually voting for a party, and that's part of the problem. It's this party, it's that party, it's us against them. I was really glad to see this cooperation between the two law enforcement agencies because traditionally they also compete. So that's good. We want to solve these problems. We want to find a way to do it. And I want to talk a little bit about that. The year is 1980. And the sergeant came to me and he threw me the keys. He said, let's spec in the tray room. Tray room is where they wash the trays for dinner. Now, at 3:30, my shift is over, and if you don't get through those two double doors in this maximum security prison at that time, you're going to stay till 11 o'clock. So I was in a little bit of a hurry to get there and get him in. Plus, it's a little creepy because if you ever seen Richard Speck lurch around, he had the painting pass. He could go anywhere he wanted in the prison 24 hours a day. He could make us hooch anywhere he wanted. That's how it worked. I went down there, I let him in the room, and it's just creepy, I got to tell you. And he's standing there, his back to me, he's going, oh, I don't feel like working today. And I figured, well, how often do you get a chance to have a conversation with a mass murderer? So I bid on it. I says, why is that? He said, I did too many pills and drank too much hooch. This offended me. And you can go on YouTube and you can see that I used to be able to kick a man so hard and fast when he's looking right at me I could break him in half. Everything in me wanted to kill this man on the spot. Because, you know, when you're in the prison, you see his record. He just didn't kill 7 nurses. He mutilated them. He cut their hearts out. Just heinous things that you can't even imagine. This morning I was watching a piece on TV about the Mexican mafia and how this guy they led into the gang on a vote. He didn't have any state prison experience, so they were a little leery. And then he went out and he committed these murders and he killed the women and children in the house. That's what happens. You go to prison, you get indoctrinated into these things, you come out. It's very, very complex. But we put these people into prison because of the war on drugs. Now, if you go to L.E.A.P, Law Enforcement Against Prohibition, and I've told the story, I'm in the middle of it in council, of how doing the right thing as a member of law enforcement not only cost me my job and my future, but my marriage and everything else. And all of these guys on L.E.A.P, these judges, these prosecutors, these ex-narcotic guys, they're all retired because they come out and say it. And that's the thing, you see. It's this war on drugs that is putting these people in prison and causing more of these problems. And if we're ever going to get a grip on any of this, we're going to have to consider our positions on that. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave.